Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good evening, friends. In today's video, we will try to understand how we can create the sales order using Python Django. As you know that we are creating ERP application in Python Django. So in that regard, we can try to understand how to do this process. So let's start. First, I will try to show you the demo of the transaction, how we can do. Then we can see the code. So first we can log in, as we are using the Django authentication system, which is one of the more powerful authentication system. Django is providing default authentication system. This is our sales menu. Now here also I created change the look and feel of the all pages, same pages, like for example create button, exit, all same page. This is our list, and this is actually for creating. This is here for update and delete. For example, this product, customer, all pages I try to do same thing. So now this is new entry, sales order. So this is our main screen, which is showing all the sales order created. So still there is no order created. Yes, I created before for testing. So now today I will make one entry for show you how we can create. So this is a create button. This order number, it will be auto generated by system. And before I was actually using default initial value, but now I'm not using this one. I change this setting because, for example, if two user or more user are using the same process, so how we can assign the number to them. So I will show you what we have to do for this. This order number will be generated automatically. Order date we can select. For example, we can select the order date, and this is delivery date, on which date we can deliver the goods. For example, we can also say shipment date or delivery date. So for example, I say 7 January. Approved date, it is just for showing, it is displaying here, because the same form we are using in update and for display also. So when the order will be created, then it will be approved. After approval, it will be dispatched. So location, we have one master for location. We have to create one form also for that one. I show you master for location. Here I didn't create, still admin. I show you master there. First we can finish this one. We have the master for location. Thus I created two locations, location A and location B. And customers we already created before customers, so we have customers, or we can try to create new customer also, but now we have already created customer, so we can select, and here we can put our description or narration, we can say. For example, order for various good for shop number 211, or location A, or anything we can write. We can select the product, quantity, accepted quantity. For example, customer give order for one quantity for 10. I also need to add the unit of measurement. I forget that one, so later maybe I will do it. Quantity and accepted quantity, for example 5 or 8. Then we can see save here. What will happen? You see order number is created here. So now a new user will come. So this order number will be changed for him. For this transaction now for example, here is, you see, the master detail we are using. This is the power of the Python Django. Django is providing the Inlineformset. I will show you. Here we can put another item, for example, potato 20 kg bag, 5 bags, and accepted 5, and then save and exit from here. So this is our order created. This one actually image, product image, we can also do later, but right now I didn't put here. And this column unit of measurement also we can check. And this searching, maybe future I will try to use the Ajax. So on the base of that we can search also any call on the base. So this is actually the functionality I show you. And for edit we can click here and we can change anything. For example, I say shop number 211, and here I put the quantity 9 and accept it 9. Save. It is saved and exit. Now we can again see. Now our changes is also done here. That's it. So now we can see the what will it is saved in database. Yes, it is saved in database here. And from backend or any other form we can create for posting or approval and other things. So now we can see the technicality, the coding of this, what we did, what coding we done here. And I use the class based view. This is very easy and less coding provided by default provided by Django. So in Python anything we are creating, there are 3 phases. First we are creating model, then we are creating the view, and after that we are creating a template. What is the model? In model we are actually defining our tables. If you are for example in model we can use we can connecting from any database. For example, now which database I am using, I show you. I am using, by default it is providing us SQLite. So I am using the SQLite. Here you see SQLite. We can also using if you want to use any other, there are options. We can use MySQL, Postgres. So these are the powerful databases, and some people are also using the Oracle, but Oracle is now obsolete. So mostly people are using MySQL, Postgres mostly. So now we can see here why we are not using the Oracle right now. People are, because it is actually resource hungry and too much costly. So now we can also make some video on that also, and we can use the other Oracle tools. So I will try to make some videos on that also. So first I show you the model. Which model we created? I created 2 models, master and detail, sales order and sales order details. Sales order detail I put the name order items. We can also check in our database. Open database file. First I show you the master of the location. This is the master of the location. All locations are saving here, and this is actually sales order. is sales order table. Here we created, so order date, delivery date, description, location ID, and order number is generated here. And second, what is the second? Order items. Ordered items. This one. Ordered items. This is actually primary foreign key here. It is primary key from database, from sales order table. Order quantity, accepted quantity, and product ID. And this is primary key of this table ID. So this is actually model created when we are creating the we are creating the model, and we are making the migrations and migrate and make migrations. So it will automatically creating in any database which we providing in settings.py. So I put here order number, order date, location, delivery date, customer, description, posted date, and approved date. And here is the type of the data, character, date and time. This is foreign key from locations which we created here. One master for location. This is customer, post date, all very easy here. And here verbose name we are providing. Actually when we are using the Django admin, so we need to here name, for example this names, which name we want here. So I say same name I am using, sales order. So it is showing here sales order, verbose name. And DB table name, we can even customize the DB table name also. So I put here sales order table name. This is actually string. This is the default method of every Python object. So in this underscore str underscore, we are saying return order number, this one. So here actually in Django admin, for example, you see here, if we are actually using the total detailed description, if we cannot use this one, so it will return here the order number showing only for you. Any key we can even ID, PK, and you see we didn't provide here any primary key. By default, actually Python Django is actually creating by default primary key, and it is assigning the ID and auto generating the number 1, 2, 3 like this. So here actually I am generating the order number, this order number which I show you, this one. I am generating here. What we did, we call one method which is a part of the model sales order class. One method we created here, defined save method. This is all by default provided, so just we have to use it. So we are saying first we say that super.save, it is actually preserving the default values of the save. And what we see, we can check if not sales order number. So what to have to do, self is actually when we will start learning the Python, I will show you what is the self. So self actually first parameter of any method we are using, sales dot order number is equal to, I put here fix document type SO plus dash, then fill 60 fill and primary key. It is auto generating here, you see here. This 6 number auto generating. So here what is showing 6 and filling the 5 zeros like any other database. So I am saying str self.pk and fill 6 zeros plus year. So here actually what is showing year 2024 plus, and then I am saying update fields is equal to sales order number. so it is updating this one. So like this we are creating, any user will come, for example if we can open 3 or 4 sessions one time and we can save same time, so everyone will generate the separate order number, no need. And even this formula I have to change in JV and other places also. So alhamdulillah this I find this one. So this is second model, order sales order ID. It is a foreign key here. Here foreign key of this one. It is backend here ID. I show you here ID, this one, 6 number. And here I show you order items. You see 6 number is showing here, no? So this one, this column, sales order ID. Even we can also provide the name of this one also, but I didn't provide, so by default it is taking like this. It is adding the ID. Product ID, it is calling the product model, foreign key from there, order quantity, decimal places, 3 decimal places. Why I put the 3 decimal places? Actually, and there is positive integer data type also available, but I am using the, because sometimes the quantity is like, for example in grams also. If we can see some application for e-commerce application, so for example if we are buying, for example potato, we want to buy 2.5 kg, 2.3 kg in inventory quantity, so that's why sometime some chemicals also in manufacturing company they are providing in ml also. That's why I put the decimals here, 3 decimal. This is actually depending on the company requirement. And accepted quantity in here also same. Here is no method. So that's it. This is the model. After creation of the model, we are creating the form. We have option. We can create the form, or we can create without form also. We can by default we can use the by default values, and we can provide the just create API and provide to front end developer. For example, if somebody is using the React or any other, for example Angular, so actually they will consume our API. But in API already created videos before, you can see that, or in future maybe I will create. So now we are using the Django forms also, which is very powerful front end tool for making the forms. We can provide all our bootstrap and CSS also here. So we are providing the classes here, so it automatically it is taking. So this is, I created this, it is one class which is the actually a child class of the model form. This way actually we are importing from forms here. Import forms dot model form. So first field I provide here description, char character field, widget we are providing, we are saying this is actually text area, and here we are providing all our CSS and all front end. For example, I am saying this is class, put class form control, and this is text area. It is actually making the HTML for us. It is actually changing this character field to text area, and it is saying 3 row ID 3. Then second field order date, label, we can also provide the label here. I am saying that label order date required is equal to true. If we are saying required is equal to 2 without inserting, it is not allowing to save. Widget also, here we are saying date input and format of that one, and input format, deleted date also same format, and it is also automatically generating the calendar here. Then this is actually this we are creating Django forms based on the model or based without model also. So this is actually model forms. What is the model form? It is based on some table. So we are providing the metadata here, model name, sales order, which we created here, and fields, which field is required right now, order number, order date. Here I didn't show the post by, post date. You see here post by, even approve by also not need, but just for displaying I put here. If we can remove this one, it will not show there. For example, if now example I just for showing you, I am going to remove, save. My actually system is slow because I copies the pandas, that's why my this laptop is little bit slow. You see it is taking some time. Now we can go again. That feed is not showing here. So like that, but we need that one, so that's why I'm putting here. Then other widgets, we are saying this location is actually select field. I am saying it is select. When we are providing selecting, to automatically use based on the primary key, it is generating the LOV. No need to write any heading. And here customer number, also customers also select, it is actually from primary key, it is populating that one. And we can also if you want some filter, we can also assign some filter here. And this is description. And downside, what is the downside? This is order form. Here we have 3 column: product, order quantity, acceptance quantity. And we also provided label here for product ID, product, order quantity, QTY. It's showing the QTY. And what is the main thing is this one. There is one actually powerful component of Django, which is Inlineformset. Inlineformset, actually it is providing, there is formset also, Inlineformset also, model formset also. Inlineformset, actually it is using for making the master detail. If you can go to see the document here. Now my net is closed. I will show you, maybe otherwise it will slow down, that's why I close the net. So you can see here in Django documents, you can see Inlineformset factory, so it will show you. So it is actually, we can inside of the forms.inlineformset factory, here we are providing the master model, sales order. Then we are providing here the sale detailed model, order items. Then third option is we are providing here the detail model forms name, this form name, order item form we are providing. And here we can say how many rows we need by default, 1, 2, 3. For example, here 1 row is when we are creating new one, by default for 1 row is coming, we can say no, we need 5 rows. So by default it will put in 5 rows. For example, see 5 rows are coming here now, blank rows, but we need only 1. So this is very easy and very simple. After creation of the form, this is optional. If we cannot use the forms, Django form, even without creation of the form, we can directly consume the default. Actually here I am using the separate file for creating the view. We actually views this view. After creation of the form, we are going to create the view. So this is view file, and how we are actually in this view file, all logic, all coding we are providing here, and this file is very important file. All our coding and logics are here, and after that this view file actually we are assigning the template, and for routing of the template we are using the url.py file. So I have the URLs here also, creating sales order, update, delete, and this list. You see here the list. This is list. So all for creation this one, for update this one. 3 URLs, create and delete. I was creating but still not created. I will see later. So delete also. Even I created here maybe. So this is actually our view file. Now I am creating separate file for every component of every document. For example, this is sales order. Sales order, after sales order, in our sales invoice, it will, you can see there, after creation of the sales order, now we can see in invoice this order quantity. When we will put the order number there, automatically quantity will taking from this. So for creation of the class based view, we have to import first this one. We are using this Django views generic, import list view, create view, update view, delete view, any which one is required. So, and this is from models, we are importing the model. This is actually forms which we are using here, we created. So first I created the list view, very simple, no coding, only I provided the model name. After providing the model name, actually we already provided the route. By default route is coming here, so it is in url.py, it is picking the file, it is checking the template file. So we created the template file here. Sales order list. This, when we are creating the class based view, so by default names are also provided by Python Django. So I am using the same name. If you want to change the name, you can we can say here template name is equal to this and this. So I am using the same name. So here actually very simple. I am using the mostly bootstrap. So here order number, all the things I put here. Table I created, HTML table, and assign the bootstraps here. And here actually Django template we are using the tags. We are creating base HTML, and all our CDNs we are providing there. This is base HTML. All CDN and all things, content we are providing on blog for content, and we are just writing our content here. So this is sales order file. This is sales order form. This button, create sales order, na? So this one, and same we are using for update also. For update also I am using the same. So I show you here the view sales order creation time. what is the, we are providing the model. If we can provide the field all, and we can remove this form class na, so it will not take the form customization, any CSS, any bootstrap. It will bring the default form. So front end developer, if somebody is a React developer or any other developer, so he will actually use a JavaScript. He will use the JavaScript for actually making this all things. So we can also provide here the success URL, but I use the success URL because I have to provide the primary key also. For example, I want to save, and after saving I want to come back on the same URL, on update URL. Why? Because after with primary key update URL, it will go here same form, not going to any other route. If you know the coding, web application coding, how we can make moving between URLs, so you can understand. And this is context data. These all are method of the create view. Sales order, and sales order actually it is the child of create view. So it is actually object oriented programming all. So here we are assigning, if the request is equal to post, for example, if I will go now here in sales order form, we are making post request here. If you can see here, we are creating the post request, this one. If the request is equal to post, this form I will create. So what we'll do, create one entry, sales order form set, assign in data, and assign the forms order item form set request self dot request dot post. This is actually form which I created here in. If else, if no, without posting, first time entry blank, then put blank without self dot request dot post. That's it. And here we are validating, and actually we are providing our primary key, all the things. And same thing I call here in update, same thing, updation also same. So this is very simple code. Deletion I was start working, but due to some time constraint I still didn't work. So that's it. This coding you can easily find on internet, Stack Overflow also. You can, some people are asking the coding, so you can check there. Because I don't have any website, so maybe future I will create some website, so I will put some blocks there, so we can assign, copy the coding from there. So right now there is no option, but easily you can find out any internet. And just logic, we need to understand the logic. Nobody can actually have the coding, so we just know the logic. So now maybe in this channel I will also provide some other content also which I created before, e-commerce application. So parallel, maybe I will provide some video which I already created application few years before, and that videos are in Urdu language. So maybe I will provide those actually videos in English. I will create the videos for that, which I already hosted online. I think I already show you before also. Now my net is not working, so this one future I will show you. So that's it for today. So this video is going very long, so thank you very much for watching this video. Okay, Allah Hafiz.